Now, this whole thing of education is a hot topic these days, is growing hotter, as I believe for several reasons. First of all, more parents are becoming, actually, several reasons that let me start at the top. One of the reasons right now is because one of the big social conversations is around student loan debt and the amount of money that people who are former college students owe to the places who have given them loans. And people are complaining, like, hey, I got these loans and I owe all this money, but the job that I got based on the loans, I took these loans out to get a certain job. I got a job, but the job is not giving me enough money to pay back all these damn loans. So somewhere, somehow, somebody kind of got me. Somebody scammed me in some way. People may not say it in so many words, but that's been one of the conversations. We know the outgoing Biden Harris administration, quote unquote, forgave a bunch of student loans. There's no such thing because those loans still get paid. They get paid by taxpayers. And then going backwards, people just start looking at education in general. And you got someone like Donald Trump and his incoming administration, which is in by the time you are listening to this, saying things like he's going to dismantle or at least restructure the Department of Education, which leads to a big conversation and people talking about that and the value of it. You got people entrenched in the education system, such as teachers who are members of the teachers union, or people who are connected to the traditional structure of schooling, K through 12, all the way up through the college and university system. Then you have people like me who have been through those systems and despite that, trash those systems. And I have, and I will continue to trash those systems because they are trash. Then you have people conversing about this concept of, let's say, homeschooling, as more people are becoming open to the concept, not necessarily because more parents have just gotten better at teaching kids anything at home, but because people see what's happening in government sponsored schooling, i.e., public school, and the kind of things going on there, like uh, drag queens coming to school and boys turning into girls and teachers pushing their own social agendas, whether through critical race theory, DEI, Black Lives Matter, transgenderism, and things that parents generally don't agree with. And they don't want their kids in school learning this stuff. And they're like, well, what are my alternatives? If I can't afford private school, maybe I'll homeschool my kids. And then people debating, well, you're not qualified to homeschool your kid. You're not that good of a teacher because you don't have the training that a school teacher has, et cetera, et cetera. There are a lot of conversations about all of this. We're going to be talking about homeschooling a little bit more in a future episode. Today, I just want to talk about the general responsibility for the education of a child, period, is in the lap of the parents. That's the topic here today. And I just explained, I gave you some explanations of why I'm talking about this.